What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. This probably won't be terribly entertaining, but I figured I'd give it a go anyway. And how'd that go, Dennis, for you? Oh, it went terrible. Oh, that's so good. It just take some time. Personally, I think for a year could have done better. I personally usually try to go with like um the facial features, like the eyes, the nose, the mouth, before I actually start doing the outlines. Because the way the grid system's set up, it gets covered up whenever you add an emblem, so or add a layer. So it kind of sucks whenever you're trying to like do proportions and stuff. Right. Yeah, man. Just give me some time. I'm like I said, I'm not terribly efficient, but I have a good feeling I can do this. It just might take me a little while. Let's see. Your emblem is a teacup with the caption #1 GodTuber. Hey, I guess whatever works, man. Uh, just gonna go with this right now. Have y'all had any issues with like your With your emblems not saving or getting deleted. I've heard of some issues with that. Now, honestly, I wouldn't want that to be the issue here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for his nose. I need to save that. Add to favorites. About right there. Yeah, I was looking at some of them, and some of them look kind of strange. Personally, whenever I look for images, I kind of look for like the pictures that I feel like look most like them. Cause like I've noticed that some of the scenes I've tried to look at, their faces look really strange, especially whenever I try to do the half faces. Because usually you don't have enough layers to do like a whole face, because just all the shapes to make shapes ends up taking up a bunch of layers right there. It's more of a it's a ah. Well, that makes sense, I would suppose. But still, I've seen some images that are pretty awful, even to like go off of a sheep. Yeah, that's another thing. I really like the DBZ style. Like from what I've seen, is like the DBZ style, and that was a lot more. Didn't look as uh stylish, if that makes sense. And like a lot of the shapes were more, I guess, uh certain. I don't know if that's how you would describe it or not. But yeah, the super style seems more roundish. I don't know exactly how to describe that. Yeah, I like the DBZ style better in my opinion. Well, like I said, or I don't know if I said it, but basically, usually I try to find a picture I want to reference, like I did now. I figured it'd be interesting for you to see, like, kind of what I'm going for at the moment. Yeah, it definitely takes a while to come together, but I eventually get there. Like I promise you. Let's see. Yeah, typically what I do is I'll go through, use all 64 layers, and then whatever I wasn't able to get to, I'll kind of refine it. Try to go back and maybe if I didn't get a shading that was a little more crucial than like a little detail I may have added to begin with, I'll go take out that little detail and then add it to that more crucial shading part. These are the two main ones I'm working with so far. Try not to get it too big. It's not tapering down exactly the way I want it. Yeah, so sometimes okay, cool. Well, I definitely say about checking them out then. Because I personally try to go with like legitimate shots from like episodes. So what I'll do is go through, kind of watch clips here and there of who I want to do, and then try to find the best shot of them that I could find that I think I could pull off, and kind of go from there. I hate whenever so close. Good with that for now. Um, That's definitely interesting. I've never like really looked into like the actual um I guess details that go into it, if you want to say that. But that's definitely interesting. Uh, we'll go with that for now. I just hate how it doesn't really line up, but it doesn't line up at all. Maybe if I take it down slightly. See, like some things, like obviously the end of his eye is not going to like match up very well, but since his hair is going to be in the way, I can kind of cover that up. So I'm not terribly worried about that the right side of his eye right now. I'm just trying to get some of these layers to line up, and it's a pain. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I feel like that's. Bring that up slightly. I don't. This is not even going to line up if I do it that way. Damn it. I hate dealing with these eyes sometimes. Because the beginning part definitely looks better than it did. It's just that damn curl. Can't do anything with. eyebrows down here. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, just through doing these emblems, I usually try to like really pay a lot attention to detail, so I can try to make it look as legit as possible. You know, with what I have to work with, at least. Um, and yeah, just from doing some of the DBZ stuff compared to the Super, I prefer to do DBZ stuff. Okay, there's that. Good with that. Then we're gonna duplicate, move over. Oh, I can't forget about that part. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I definitely wouldn't know the difference offhand, though. Damn it, not the right triangle. This one. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Let me save and edit. I definitely have to keep in mind that I need to save this stuff, because I've known these, especially whenever there are updates. They're terrible about updating at the worst times whenever I'm working on an emblem. That do. I gotta like get an idea of what I want to do for his nose. That's just a weird shape. You could always post the link. I could bring it up. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna have to figure out something. Probably just kind of pick a shape for the time being and then go back to it later. Just as long as I have like a good spot for the news whenever I need it. We'll just go with this for the time being. Definitely not permanent. But I could make that work. This thing looks so damn weird right now. Let's see, for his mouth. Gonna do straight and then curved. I could start out with this to begin with. Too much. Really? I could have sworn I had on like let me see. I don't know. I don't think I can actually edit it from here, unfortunately. No, it doesn't look like I'm able to change it. Still trying to find the damn. Maybe this side will work better for. Yeah, my bad. I could have sworn I had that option on. So you could. Well, that's definitely not right. Yeah, see, so no good at. It needs a good in between for this. I'm thinking. Might could try this. Okay, that's not as bad. Okay, there's that side. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use this same one over here. Thanks. I'm gonna bring this one down a little bit more. Just want to in between, damn it. No, I can't see anything you're trying to post. I might have to go with a little bit more of a small than I want to. Damn mouth. Wait, I'll kind of leave it right here then. So that's not exactly it, but we will let that do for now. Okay, now that we got the mouth, we get the nose. I definitely like trying to do different images than what normal, I guess, than what people normally do most of the time. Okay. Just trying to figure out Do you have an Instagram, Dennis? Yeah, I do have a Twitter and an Instagram, either one. If you want to look, it's Douglas11708. I've basically matched all my usernames to be the same. So anytime you probably want to find me on in social media, you could look up that username, and that should be me. I don't know of anybody else with that specific number set. Wish I could make that go in. Cool, cool. Sounds good, man. Let's see. That's definitely not right. Damn it. Main reason why I wanted to do that is so I could get that triangle right there. It's about halfway. Just leave it like that for now. Okay, awesome, man. Sounds good. We'll just do that for the news for the time being, cause it's better than nothing. I'll definitely see about checking those out in a minute. Add the favorites. what I'm thinking is I'll be able to combine both of these. Let's see real quick. Okay, cool. See about following you back. Okay, I just followed you back. That's crazy how there's so many different people. But yeah, it's like he definitely looks different. Yeah, some of these look better than others. Let's see. I think the one I like the best out of the Gohan ones. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I do see that one. I feel like the Tadayoshi one looks the best, or looks more like Gohan to me out of all these, or more like him at least. Oh, there's one other one too. But I am terrible. Can't pronounce these names. But yeah, that's definitely crazy. Cause I've definitely noticed us looking at them. I'm like, some of these don't exactly look like the original, like Gohan that I know, or even Goku. I've seen some Goku. I watched a Goku Black scene earlier where he was fighting Goku, and yeah, one of the scenes where Goku was Super Saiyan, he didn't really look like Goku. He looked kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Let's see, is that the right direction? I think a touch more. cannot forget his eyes. I need to go ahead and put his eyes down. Oh yeah, I definitely, like I said, I definitely like that version of Gohan better compared to those other designer ones. All right. Is that gonna be high enough? I think that may barely make it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Like sometimes it varies so much. It's kind of crazy. Cause I feel like in DBZ they were a lot more consistent, or a little, or more often at least. Let's see. It's kind of a gray. Let's go ahead and start out over here. I might actually need to go with a half circle for these. There we go. Oh, so they kind of rushed then? Because I've personally been trying to hold off on some of it until they've come out with more of the dubbed version. Okay, yeah, I've heard about the end, but at the same time I heard it wasn't really the end. Let's see, that's about... I think that's alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save it now, so I can go back into it. Do you know how long it like typically takes them to like do something like that? I mean, I've dabbled in like some kind of like a little bit of animation, but I can only imagine since they have a bunch more to do. Um, and this other one's straight. Um, I'll go with I. Well, guess that's kind of right. Okay, cool. Well, that definitely be interesting to see where it goes then. Trying to figure out how I want to do that chin do. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. But yeah, if they could prepare a little better, it would be even more awesome. Hmm. I'm gonna go with something like this. That's not gonna work. Cool, cool. Sounds good. I think I might actually be able to. If I try to. Damn it. It doesn't work. There it is. Yeah, I really like the way he looks there.